Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's having an amazing day. Today I thought I would be doing just a little get ready with me. If you guys wondering, I don't have any makeup on. I didn't even do my hair, but I thought it'd be super fun to do some TikTok made me buy it products, try out some new products. I have two primers. I have a brow and a mascara to try out. I also have a new sponge, and then I thought it would just be fun to just do like showing you guys my holy grail everyday product. If you guys are wondering, I am looking in a mirror like over here. I've already exfoliated. I'm just gonna put a little bit of lip oil. This one we don't have anymore. We have a rose one and a like jasmine scented one and a lavender one, but we discontinued, but it's all pretty much the same. Let's start off with brows. I usually always start with brows first. These two products, this I found on TikTok as well. It's the Got2b Glued Spiking Styling. It's actually for your hair, but what I liked about it, it's water resistant. So, and I always use Morphe brow pencil, and I'm also gonna try this. Is on TikTok. This has been going around my TikTok for so long, and I finally found my shade. This is the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. I got it in the shade Espresso. I'm just gonna go ahead and brush out my brows first. And usually what I do with the brow pencil is I will draw my line where I want it on the bottom. I think I'm just gonna speed through my brows. I'll show you guys what line I'm talking about after I draw my brows. So this is what I am left with. Try the brow tint first. So by first impressions, I'm actually really liking this. This applicator is a little bit more flexible, so it's easy for me to get more like hair-like strokes. So far, I am liking how it's looking. I don't know if you can tell, like it's making really precise brow hair. Now that I have my brows filled in, I am going to go in with my brow gel. The tiniest bit of this is going to go a long way. So brows, not the best. So I'm gonna have to rate this a 10 out of 10. I'm really liking the performance of this NYX brow tint. So I do have two primers that I saw on TikTok that I really wanted to try. This e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer has been going around a lot lately. They have like a luminous one as well as a matte one to help moisturize and grip makeup for all day wear. Has a velvety texture, glides over the skin, smoothing your imperfections for a poreless effect, which is exactly what I need. And I've also been seeing this going around TikTok like crazy. This is supposedly supposed to be a dupe for the Hydro Grip Primer. This is by the brand Hard Candy. It's their hydrating primer. It's a 12-hour makeup grip. It's supposed to plump, moisturize, and perfect your skin. You want to test both of these primers, so I think I'm just going to use the Hydro Grip one as like an all-over face primer, and then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and just apply this one more towards like the T-zone where I get a little bit more oily. Ooh, so it is clear, definitely like that. It does feel really cooling on the skin. Start with that. Let's see, definitely feel like the tackiness. I've never tried anything quite like this before. The test is going to be how this pairs with my Rare Beauty foundation. That's been my go-to. Ooh, yeah, it does feel really tacky. My face bounces when I touch it. Love that. Has a little bit of a tingling effect, so if you're sensitive to that type of primers, I probably wouldn't pick this up. So I don't think it does minimize my pores. This is just supposed to help your makeup stick. I don't think it's supposed to perfect the look of your skin. I probably would pair this with another primer, which is what I'm going to do today, exactly like the Tatcha one. And I'm just going to warm some of the product on my finger first. Just by looking at the camera, I don't know if you guys can see on this side where I applied the putty primer, it already looks a little bit more like silky, I don't know, like a filter on my face, which I'm actually really liking. So far I am really enjoying these two products, but I can't give a full like review on them yet. Usually with primers, I want to wear them on my face for a little bit, see how they apply how makeup that I usually use applies on top of it. But just my first impressions, I think I'm really preferring this putty one more. It's just doing a little bit more for my skin in terms of giving my face like a filtered look right in my T-zone. So far, TikTok is not doing me wrong. So I bought this. This has been around for a while. This is the Juno & Co. Microfiber Fusion Sponge. Just my first impressions, it does feel really velvety, very smooth. I wonder if it is going, so far, just from feeling it, it does feel really, really hard. We are going to try and dampen it to see if it expands, to see how squishy it gets. I usually use a makeup setting spray. I always use Max Fix Plus. Just on first impressions, it does feel like it's getting softer. And it does feel like it's getting a little bit more squishy. So I'm going to apply my makeup like I normally do. This on first. I got this in BoxyCharm 1 month. It is a liquid color corrector from Jekka Black. I'm just going to apply a little bit of that underneath my eyes and just whatever is left over on my eyelids as well. So I don't go overboard with the color corrector. I usually just use a very tiny bit amount. Okay, so I'm going to move on to foundation. I've been really loving, this is my go-to lately. It's the Rare Beauty, I don't know what it's called. I just know it's the Rare Beauty foundation. I'm going to give it a little bit of a shake because if you can hear, there's a ball in here. I am in the shade 230 Neutral. I usually take it out once. I usually scrape off a little bit. Whatever is on this applicator is enough to do my whole face. So I'm just going to do some swipes. It's not full coverage. It is medium, but it is buildable. This might look like a lot, but this is only one dip. This is probably like one pump just spread evenly around my face. But I'm going to use that sponge how I normally would use my sponges. I would apply my foundation to my face and use a brush. I do like more of a softer like powder brush to blend in this foundation because it is so light. Like, I don't know if you knew this, but I had a lot of redness on my cheeks. And I don't know if you can see. It is still peeking through because it is textured. And I said this is a like medium to buildable coverage. It's usually how I use my products, so I'm gonna use it how I normally would. My nose. Foundation is blended. I'm gonna go ahead and try this sponge and see if that makes a difference in my beauty routine. I am liking this like flat side though. So far I'm really liking this. It doesn't look like it absorbed much product on my face, which I really like. It's really nice and soft on the skin. And it's actually looking pretty good on camera too. For concealer, I do like mixing two. This is the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer in the shade Light 50. And then I also have the Dose of Colors Makes Your Hue Concealer in the shade 7 Light. Use the HelloFresh Concealer mostly in my inner corner. And then a little bit up here. Just a little bit on the bridge of my nose. Cupid's bow, chin, and right here. I don't use too much. That much. Usually I use a brush first to blend in my concealer. So far, so good. So I'm going to go in with a sponge. Let's see how well that works. It does look like it is drying down a little bit, and it did pick up a little bit more product, which is normal. I've been loving this. This is the Peach Perfect Too Faced Powder. I use this every single day, and I just use a tapered brush like this. I'm gonna go ahead and just set my underarms. I like to apply just a little bit on my nose, my forehead, chin, anywhere where I apply concealer. All right, so after my skin is looking really nice, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the rest of my face. For bronzer, I've been really loving the ColourPop Coconut Beach bronzer. It is a little bit dark for me, and I'm gonna take this on my Morphe R2 brush. Just gonna pick up a little bit of that, tap. And I just really just use this to bronzer. I don't really contour. I just find that bronzing works good for me. I just put bronzer on my nose. I'm not very specific on where I put it. I kind of just do like an all over bronze look. put a little bit on my ears as well. All right, bronzer, check. My favorite blush of all time is the Kylie Cosmetics Kitten Baby. It's the perfect peachy blush. But I've been just loving blush lately, and I kind of add a lot of it right up to my temples. I bring it up, hit my my nose. I love blush on the nose. Perfect. I love it. I love blush. I love blush so much. It's crazy how much I love blush. Okay, next highlighter. This is by Estee Lauder, I believe. This is their Bronze Goddess Heat Wave. When I saw the packaging, I knew I just had to get it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I just swirl the whole thing in there. Tap a little bit. I'm just gonna hit that on the, ooh. Like, do you see that? Tell me you see that. I mean, everybody can see that. No one ever complained about too much highlight. We're gonna move on to eyes. I don't do anything fancy. Look at my Jaclyn Hill palette. It's very loved. This is my everyday go-to palette. I've just been using this ever since I bought it. I'm gonna apply a little bit of P. Louise. It's my Morphe M504 brush. You would think I know all the shade names by now, but I'm gonna go into Silk Cream. I'm moving the mirror. It's easier for me to see. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that in my crease. I'm gonna take that same brush, third shade in the second row. Okay, now that I have my crease done, I'm gonna go into a little smaller brush. This is the Morphe M518 brush. And I'm gonna dip into this fourth shade in third row, just a little bit. And I'm gonna apply this right to my outer corner. All right. All right, so now that I have that, I'm just gonna apply with my finger. I always use my finger. And I'm gonna use SBN, which I'm not too sure what that stands for. It's this second shade in this third row. So I'm gonna apply it with my fingers. It's super creamy, gorgeous. And then I'm gonna take a smaller detail brush, and I'm gonna go into this shade right here. It's the last shade in the second to last row. This like dark brown. And I'm gonna use this to like go on my lash line. All right, so for lips, these are my go-to. This is my NYX lip liner in the shade Nude Truffle. So I don't overline my lips. And then I'm gonna go in with this Maybelline lipstick in the shade Truffle Tease. And I just like to apply this in the center of my lips. And I do love a gloss, and I'm gonna be going in with, this is our gloss in Mocha Cookie. It's just like a very nice nude gloss, nudish brown. This is probably the most exciting thing I tried all day. So I'm going around TikTok like crazy. This is the Sky High Maybelline Mascara. So we're gonna see how this works. I have high hopes for this. I do like my lashes to look long and separated, so I hope this helps. These are my lashes without anything on them. This is one coat of the Sky High on this side. I didn't put any mascara on this side. Let's see. I'm gonna do one eye first and see the difference. I'm gonna do a second coat. Usually I only do 2 coats, so I mean, it's not bad. It's not the best mascara I've ever tried. So that is what the mascara looks like. It's really pretty. I do like how they made my lashes long. I'd probably rate this like a 7 out of 10. I really do love how black it is. I do like the wand, how it's flexible. You can coat every single lash. That I do like. But they did separate my lashes, which I do love. Last but not least is lashes. We're gonna go ahead and apply. These are my favorite lashes. This is our Flare Gun lashes. They're very nice wispy lashes, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit of our adhesive lash liner glue and just do like a thin layer. All right, so I'm gonna let that lash line get a little tacky. Boom. Super easy. All right, and those are the lashes on. These ones are like our more dramatic pair, as you can see. We have like a few other like natural styles. All right, guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you guys really liked it. Just like a different kind of video. I know I do a lot of unboxings, but I thought a get ready with me would be kind of fun for today, and trying some new products. So Sky High Mascara, I'd probably give, you know, like I said, I think I said a 7 out of 10. Is it worth the hype? Probably not. I really did love the NYX brow tint. I'm gonna have to play around with it a little bit more, but I really love this. The two primers, absolutely loved. I am definitely gonna have to try it out with a little bit different products, different foundations, see what they work and don't work with. All right, guys, and that is it for today's video, trying out these new TikTok made me buy it makeup products. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and might as well turn on the notification bell so you guys can be notified when I upload a video. I do try to upload a video once a week. I'll leave everything linked in the description box below. My website, my Etsy, where you guys can find some of the products that I mentioned in my holy grails. My lashes, lip glosses, and lip oils will all be listed down below. And we are still having our sale, so you guys want to go ahead and check that out. And I'll see you guys in next week's video. Bye!